What's going on, guys? Today I have another video for you. Today we are going to be going over the Rebel Clash set. I believe that is our next English set coming out in, I believe, May. Of course, due to the new concerns and event cancellations all the way through May 14th, this is going to be the next format that an event is in, probably Ultra Prism through Rebel Clash. So I'm not 100% sure about the set name. I'll have to double check that. But so basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at all of the cards and just taking a look at what could potentially be good, what's not so good. I'm going to be giving each card a rating out of 5. This is, of course, just my opinion. I could be totally wrong on some of these. Some of them I just won't review as they are most likely bulk. So for the stars, 1, probably cheeky, most likely won't see much play, if any. 2 stars, decent, we'll see some play in some decks. 3 stars, like a decent card, seeing a decent amount of play. 4 stars, pretty good card, staple in a lot of decks. And 5 stars, either the focal point of a deck or a card that allows a deck to be as good as it is. So without further ado, let's just get into this. Okay. So, Scyther, probably bulk. Heracross, nothing too great. Got 130 hit points going for it, but fire weakness, that's about it. Probably bulk. So, yeah, let's see. So, Lombre and Ludicolo. So, the top entry ability, or that's what it's called here, it looks like that is, on a couple Pokemon from this set. So, we're gonna be, yes, it's an interesting ability, but probably just a gimmicky. So, 1 out of 5 stars, or we'll just say 1 star. And then, so we'll just kind of group those together. Ludicolo, it has a decent damage output late in the game, but it's just hard to fit stage 2 Pokemon in. Could be seen as like a 1-1 or maybe 2-2. But I can't see it being played more than that, and I don't believe there's a good Ludicolo to evolve in Standard right now. Masquerain. So Threatening Pattern. That could actually be really interesting. Um, Energy can't be attached to the defending Pokemon. Of course, they can just switch. There's so many ways around this. It could be interesting with Absol to potentially like lock a Jirachi in the active or something, force them to have switch. But even so, U-turn's pretty bad. I'd still say 1 star. It's a stage 1 Pokemon. Not looking too great. Trevenant prevents retreat. 40 for an energy. It's an okay attacker. Probably bulk, though. Here we are, our first of the V Pokemon. We have the ability Happy. We've got 180 HP, which is pretty low for a V ultra rare card. Weakness to fire, not what we like to see. Probably take any deck focusing around it would probably take huge losses to Baby Lucephal or Firebox. But looking at the ability, we have put this card from your hand onto your card onto your bench from your hand. You can put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. So this is actually a very, very cool support ability. I'm a little bit concerned about the card seeing play simply because of its weakness to fire. It's an absolutely amazing ability, but the attack is relatively underwhelming. You just shuffle it into your deck. It is a basic, so We could use Welder, we could use Cocoa Prism, we could use Malamar. I could see this being played as a Dolls deck, but probably more of a gimmicky thing. The damage output's really low, and yes, it seems pretty foolproof, but with like Florist or something. But of course, you'd need to be able to loop the dolls, and your damage output just simply isn't high enough if they're playing a way to counter that. But I would say I'm gonna give this 3 stars simply because the ability is so good. Maybe actually, yeah, we'll say 4 stars just because the ability is so good. Probably gonna be played in a lot of decks, but the weakness is kind of making it not so great. All right, let's see, Flapple. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this card. I really like the Pokemon. The name. I just really like the name of the card. I like the design of the Pokemon. But I'm focusing on the actual card. It's a very cool ability, reminiscent of Decidueye, Volcarona. Of course, Volcarona did not do very good in the Cosmic Eclipse format. Definitely a little bit of hype before, but not too much in the actual format. Um, so you get to put 2 damage on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and then shuffle it into your deck. Um, it's okay, I guess. I'd say 2 stars. Could be played as a tech. If you're able to loop it somehow, then it could be really cool. But if it was a basic Pokemon, that would be absolutely broken. But we have plenty of Search. We have Quick Ball and Evo Incense, so I could see it being played. But still, it's not super great. The attack's pretty irrelevant. Just 60 for a twin, which is coming out, which we'll talk about in a minute, or probably later in the video. Not sure how long this is going to end up being. Ninetales V, our second V Pokemon, and it actually looks kind of promising. I could certainly see it as being played. I'm sorry about that. I could certainly see it being played as a one of in decks like Firebox or Ability Zard, whatever you want to call it. The tail shape-shifting ability is pretty cool against, I don't know, first thing that comes to mind is Zacian, but of course you're already a fire type, so if they're having a frying pan, then you'd need more damage anyways. But definitely a really cool attack. So many things you can use it for. To copy. 200 HP isn't terrible. There's no, I don't think there are any huge water types in Sword and Shield. We'll see what's, what there is in terms of water types for this set. I really haven't taken a close look at this set yet. This is my first time looking through the entire set. I've heard a little bit about some of the cards, like Twin Energy and some of the trainers, but this is my first time kind of going in depth on the cards. And Flamethrower, decent attack, 180, one hit KO Zacian for weakness. I don't know, 180 is not a huge number to be hitting, but it's only 1 fire for each of the attacks. So you wouldn't even have to play this with a Welder engine. Theoretically, you can play it with Malamar if you wanted to. Just play a couple fires in there, and it could be a really cool Pokemon to be playing. As it hits weakness on Zacian in a Malamar deck. I actually kind of want to try that now that I've thought of it. Probably better for fire decks though. Magmortar. I could see this being played as a gimmick deck, but 1 star at the best. You have Chip Chip Ice Axe. You have Lantern and Apom, I think. Yeah, that could work. You could just play 4 Chip Chips, maybe a Hiker or 2, and then I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some card. Yeah, and then like a Lantern, Apom. I'm sure there's something else that lets you look at the top card of your deck. But or actually no, you could just use Cargo. Yeah, I'm being kind of silly. Oh no, Apom and Lantern are your opponent's deck. Never mind. Being. I don't. Yeah, I'm not okay. Um, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Back to the card. But yeah, you could use Chip Chip for their deck, and let's see. What was yeah, Chip Chip for their deck, Macargo for your deck. Um, I could see that being pretty cool. 280 is a very nice number. You're KOing ADP, you're KOing Reshazard, you're KOing Mewtwo, you're KOing Zacian. My only concern is that sometimes your opponent's just not gonna have an energy. So I guess Lantern Apom is kind of relevant. You discard their energy, but there are some decks like I'm trying to think. Let's see, or something like Rainbow Mewtwo that recently emerged that plays. Uh, I think it's 12 energies, and they get 6 out on their first turn. Something like that could be pretty difficult to find a energy, but 180 is not a terrible number. I could definitely test with that a little bit. Just see what happens, but probably still 1 star. Yeah, I'll just settle on 1 star. Um, Lampent, another Pokemon with the top entry ability. If this is played, it's not gonna be with this one. Maybe it's probably gonna be with that other one that discards the top 6 and then puts fire Pokemon on your bench. But Lampent could make that a really cool Pokemon because if you go second and you draw this Lampent, then you could be attacking for upwards of I think like 360 damage on your first turn. Very unlikely, but possible. um, this Chandelure, I'd say yeah, both of them just 1 star. Because Chandelure is just still underwhelming. Energy attached has no weakness. Um, I don't think that's great. And then 2 energies for 110 is just underwhelming. Heatmore, Bulk. We haven't had a good Heatmore in quite a while. Wingull Pelipper, yep, looks like Bulk. Melodic V. I've seen this card. I actually really like I'm not really sure what that says. Energy? Your opponent's active Pokemon's are so kind of like a Tangrowth. I could see this being played and expanded with Aqua Patch, but there's really no great acceleration. Maybe with Blastoise that accelerates waters, but I don't think so. Not looking too good for Melodic here. Of course, we do have the Galarmine and Absol available, but there isn't too much support for this Melodic in terms of acceleration and just getting 3 Melodics in a row. Alright, let's see. Seismitoad. Yeah, looks like Bulk. It's bulky and it can do a decent chunk of damage, but just as a stage 2, it's too much energy. Let's see. Galarian, Darmanitan. Decent spread. Yeah, 170 is a cool number, but just can't use it again. You Blizzard. That's what 250. You're not KOing Mewtwo or ADP 2 hits, so I would say probably Bulk. Yusqui, it's cool, but probably Bulk. It's not bulky enough to. Yeah, it's not bulky enough. Maybe a one of. In a couple decks. Yeah, just 1 star for that. Um, Yep, these look like bulk. Yeah, once again, another of these stage 2 Pokemon that hits 180, so probably bulk. There we go, another top entry card. So, well, okay, that could actually be kind of cool. You're doing 160 for one lightning. That's pretty good. If it evolved that turn, we could play like Z Devolution Spray, something like that. That could be kind of cool. But probably still 1-star. Alright, here we go, our first V and VMAX combo. So Toxtricity V by itself, not looking too great. I haven't actually seen the other Toxtricity. I think the boxes are already out. So Poison Jab, decent. If you start it, I guess you can just get poison off. Electric Riot, 180, it's okay. But the VMAX is what we really want to look at. There we go. So I don't know why I clicked on that, but they're poisoned. You're doing let's see, 240 math. You do 240, you tank a hit. I think there's a Garbodor in the set that automatically poisons them every turn, or it's your choice whether you poison them, but probably you will because it's free. So I'd say 3 stars. It could be a deck, or it could just fall flat on its face because it just doesn't do enough damage. More Pico, looks like bulk. Torment is interesting, but probably not. Clefable, okay. A little bit of disruption, but pretty hard to pull off consistently. Seems pretty gimmicky. 1-star at best. Sigilyph, just, yeah. It looks okay. 1-star at best. Pretty bad. Looks pretty bad. Palisand, there are just much better milling options. Even with the new Curse Shovel card, there are just better milling options, even with Twin Energy. Curse Shovel is cool, though. I could see Palisand being played a little bit, but, more of a gimmicky card. And Curse Shovel has much better uses, like in Chinchino Mill with Lily's Pokédoll. Alright, Hatterene. Both players discard a card. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. You could, like, if you could, like, Surge, get their hand down to 2 cards with a Jesse James, and then use the ability. I mean, if you get, like, 2 or 3 of these out, and that could be pretty devastating. You could, of course, be playing, or even in Expanded, you could be playing, like, Execute. That could be cool. But I'd still say, like, 2 stars at best. And, I forget to, let's see, for Palisand, probably 1-star. Alchemy, attaches many basic energy cards. Probably pretty gimmicky. The attack is okay, but as a stage 1, I'm just not buying it. So probably bulk. Alright, our second VMAX. So Dragapult V. Assault Jet, a decent amount of damage. With Malamar, this deck could be cool, but I mean, 2 energies, just not that much to run a 3/3 or 4/4 line of a card. Max Phantom, 130. Okay, that's actually really cool. Play this with, like, Giratina, or just play it as, like, a 2/2 in a Giratina Malamar deck. You're having an insane amount of bench spread every turn. Or just play it on its own with spell tags. You're getting an insane amount of bench spread. You could pick it off with stuff like Esper. I mean, I keep coming back to the Malamar idea, but like a Malamar Dragapult VMAX toolbox could be pretty cool. Bulk. Yeah, looks like bulk. Yeah, probably bulk. That could be very cool. This is a very cool card. Probably 1 star, but I'd love to try it out. Um, Grudge Spread, probably an expanded though, with like a what is it, like no, like a focus band? I think that's what it's called. Colossal. Stage 2, good acceleration, but probably gimmicky like Rillaboom. 1 star. Oh, I don't think I gave the these a rating. I'd say 4 stars. Looks pretty cool. Go. Where were we? Oh, Phalanx V. There we go. Looks pretty bad. 210's not a terrible number. With Diancie, that's 230. With Dojo, that's up to 270. Um, so let's see. I'm not sure. Did they print a normal Phalanx? Well, we'll suppose they did. You can prevent up to. Um, you can effectively prevent, like, if your entire board is Phalanx, then you're preventing 120, effectively giving it 280, which isn't terrible, but you need a really strong board setup, and then you deal it a decent amount of damage. I'd give it 3 stars. Stone Journer. 1 star or just bulk. Oh, Weezing. That's really cool. I could see this being played in like a Morpeko deck. Morpeko, Sawsbucker, Hitmonchan. That could be very cool. Just shut down their abilities. I think Dolls would still be better in this situation, but you could play like a 2-2 line of this, and then 4 Pokedoll, and then like a 202 Florges. That could be kind of cool. Spiritomb, or let's see, for this, I'd say it's almost certainly going to see play. So, but even so, 3 stars, because it's a stage 1. And this format isn't super ability reliant, because and even so, you can't start this, so, yeah. Spiritomb, it could be cool, but you're probably not doing more than like 150 damage at most. So 1 star for that. Alright, Garbodor. I could see this being played with like Chaotic Swell. Or not even just chaotic, or maybe not Chaotic Swell, but just like any other stadium. Maybe something disruptive like Power Plant. Just poison them every turn. Maybe with Toxtricity VMAX and Electro Powers. I almost forgot about Electro Powers. So if Toxtricity turns out to be good, then I'd say 4 stars. If not, probably 2 stars. Maybe 1. Mandibuzz. Let's see. 1 star or bulk. Malamar V Max. Gotta love Malamar. It's definitely a disruption card. Decent amount of damage. I'm not sure if Hydreigon is coming out in this set or the next set, but not much dark acceleration right now. So for now, I'm gonna stick to 2 stars. It's not looking too great for these two. And then Malamar V is kind of underwhelming. Scizor, looking like another one of those gimmicky bulk cards. Oh. So Probopass is just like another Tangrowth. You could play like Auroras and just add like a 2-2 line of that to Tangrowth. That could be very cool. Durant. Durant that doesn't mill. Wow. Um, yeah, looks pretty gimmicky, but I mean, with a welder and an attachment, you search for 3 trainers. Probably you're only searching for 1 or 2, so I'd say 1 star at best. For Probopass, probably also just 2 stars as Tangrowth. Still isn't too great in this format at all. Copper Raja V, and VMAX. Let's see. You can do 200 or 240. Neither are super great numbers, but it's okay. It's tanky. It does more than Snorlax, but you just have very limited acceleration. You have Metal Saucer, I guess, but with Zacian, I guess Zacian just outdoes this in terms of metal types. Snorlax, Bulk, Lucky Match. It's kind of just like Eldegoss, except worse. Huh. So I would say probably Bulk, but maybe 1 star. Interesting. So basically, search for a flying type. Search for 2 flying types. Let's see. What does Unpheasant do? Daunt. Interesting, but probably Bulk. It's just underwhelming. Beware, discard. Yeah, just looks pretty gimmicky. Big Throw could be cool with something like Will, but you're not taking prizes, so probably not. Searching for a bunch of tools could be cool. Maybe in like a fairy type, Alolan Ninetales, or just some other fairy deck. But we also have to remember that fairy types are no longer existent. So, Scoop Up Net, I could definitely see this being played. Nugget could probably see that. Let's see, is there anything? Green 1 star. Scoop Up Net, 3 stars. Nugget, 3 stars. Not super reliant, but could see some play. Curse Shovel, 5 stars for sure. Definitely the first 5-star card. Gonna be absolutely insane for mill decks with Lily's Pokédoll. Actually, now that I think about it, that's what Greeting could be used for. Oleana. Not looking too great. 1 star. Dan, gimmicky, 1 star. Boss's Command, definitely 5 stars. It's just Lysander. It's insane. It's a great card. It's gonna be Gust. Played in almost any deck. Geller Mine, 2 or 3 stars. It's just disruptive, kind of gimmicky. Maybe with Tang. Definitely gonna be played if Tangrowth is good. So probably 3 stars. Okay, so these energies, just these 2 in particular, they yeah, we've had cards like this in the past, but speed energy, I could certainly see that being played in Pikarom. Horror energy, there's no reason to not play it in Malamar. I'm curious if Psychic Recharge would be able to put that on your Pokemon, because if it would, then that would be absolutely broken. Let's see. Capture Energy. Okay. I was kind of hoping it would Gust, but no, just search. So for the Lightning, If peak is good, 4 stars. If peak is not good, 1 or 2 stars. Horror Energy, definitely 4 stars. Because Malamar is just really good. I see no reason it would stop being good. Okay. VMAX Rising. Let's see. This Butterfree line could be kind of cool, like a turn 1 Panic Poison, but probably still bulk. Shuckle, bulk. A Bomb of Snow, looking like bulk. We have Grubbin. I believe Rillaboom we got in the tins, but I'm not sure if it's the same one. It's a decent attacker. And then Rillaboom VMAX seems kind of gimmicky with like the normal Rillaboom, but just seems too inconsistent to be using. It's a cool attack. But for these, definitely 3 stars at best. Appleton, to be perfectly honest, it's 5 stars. It's amazing. It's a free Pokemon catcher every turn. Not sure how that's going to compete with Boss's orders. Actually, yeah, we'll say 4 stars. Maybe even 3, to be honest. But, yeah. But it's a cool ability. Ninetales, yeah, looking like bulk. 120, but no. Arcanine, 230's really tanky. That's, like, better than Azacian. Burning Scarf is a decent tool card, but the attack's just underwhelming. I could see it being played for, like, a tank deck, but not really. Cinderace V. Yeah, these are the ones that are already out. But the VMAX is okay. Counter looks like a really cool with like a welder just come out of nowhere and just obliterate something. Okay, so this Mr. Rhyme is very interesting. I'm not sure if this is damage included or not. Supposing that damage is not included, 1 star. If it is included, then it really depends on how the meta shapes up. If a deck that just puts a lot of energy on their board is available, then this could be incredibly good. But otherwise, probably not. So 3 or 5 stars, depending on. Gyarados, 1 star. It's pretty bad even with Frostmoth, even though it's tanky. Inteleon VMAX, kind of underwhelming, but a pretty good snipe. 3 stars though. Cramorant, bulk. Alright, not sure what that image is, but Bascuda. Okay. 130 is just not great, even though it hits fire weakness. Yep, not looking like probably bulk. Vikavolt. Ooh. Wow, okay. That could be kind of cool with the Charjabug. But again, Vikavolt has never been good except for like Vikaray or Vikabulu way back in the day. But probably 1 star. Boltund V. Looks pretty gimmicky. It's not that great. But yeah, maybe 2 stars. Could be almost certainly going to be played as a 1 of in Pikarom. Toxtricity, okay spread, but looking like bulk. Xatu, I would, yep, bulk. Okay, so Cursula's my pick for favorite card from the set. It just looks really cool, and the ability could be good or it could be bad. Realistically, it's probably a 2 star card, but I would love to play it in more Pico, could be such a cool ability. Indeedy, yep, just another odd no. Bulk. Dreepy, let's see, Dragapult. I could see it being played, but the attack is kind of underwhelming. So probably 1 star. Sirfetch'd, it would require some interesting deck building, but 180 is an okay attack for a stage 1. Barbarical, Bulk. Sandaconda V, it's okay, 2 stars. Oh yeah, there's our phalanx. 2 basics, pretty bad. A decent call for family attack, but team attack, maybe we can do 150, 170, 210 at best. Stunky and Skunk Tank. Skunt Tank. I don't even know. Looking like Bulk. Grimmsnarl. No, it just looks like Bulk, honestly. Maybe 1 star. Bronzong. Switches to one of your benched. Yeah, probably Bulk. Aegislash. It's okay. Duraludon, it's okay, 1 star. 1 star for Aegislash too. Diggersby, 6 cards on top of your deck. Okay, you can do 180 for a triple acceleration. You just probably need to play like 4 copies of Brex Grit. Hawlucha, just Bulk. Dubwool, maybe 2 stars. Actually, I don't know. I could see it being a 3-star card. But it's just not that great. Full Bucket. If water turns out to be good, then it's definitely 5 stars. Otherwise, it's just unplayable. Maybe Frostmoth could see a resurgence with the card. Burning, but I could see it more in an Intellion Dex. Burning Scarf with Arcanine, but it is still not great. Sonia, I would give it 3 stars, but there's better search. Actually, yeah, for Sonia, probably only 2 stars, or even 1. It's that bad. Milo, it's just another hop, or not even. It's Sophocles basically, I think. It could be okay, but probably not. Turffield Stadium. If grass is good, this card's gonna be good. That's really all I can say. Can't even give it a rating. Training Court. It's okay. It depends how many turbo decks stay in the format that discard a bunch of energy. Twin Energy, 5 stars for sure. Any non-V or GX Pokemon will love this card. Galarian Meowth, with that other Persiker, it could be cool, but 3 stars at best. Zacian and Zamazenta, pretty bad, 1 or 2 stars each. And then, of course, we're just getting back into the promotional cards and reprints. So, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for the entirety of our set. It's a pretty big set. So, I think I covered the set and we have the set list, but who knows? We could get more cards in the near future. But, anyways, I really enjoyed making this video. Please do tell me if you enjoyed this so I can do this for other sets. This is just my opinion. If there's a card I missed talking about, please do tell me in the comment section below. I look forward to looking at those, and hopefully we'll be able to do some testing. I know we've been pretty inactive, but we've also been really busy with school and everything, it's just hard to keep content coming. We've slowed down to 1 or 2 videos a week. Probably pick it up once we hit a certain subscriber goal, but for the moment, we are, of course, still a developing channel. So, hopefully we can grow our channel soon. We wish you all the best from here at E&D's Competitive Pokemon. Just stay healthy, keep washing your hands, and hopefully Pokemon will continue soon. If it's open, we'll most likely be at the North American International Championships, where Rebel Clash will be legal. But aside from that, we were planning to go to Salt Lake City, Utah for regionals, but of course that was canceled, as well as a couple cups. But we're just going to see how it goes. Stay healthy, stay happy, and please do consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. And we hope to see you next time.